opened a sewing pattern and you thought you were reading a foreign language? All these symbols, lines, circles, I don't know. How is this supposed to turn into a garment? Well, you're not alone. And today, we're fixing that. Hi, I'm Chanel from Future Fashion Designers Sewing School in North Carolina, and I'm excited to share something special with you. I'm taking one of my most popular online classes, How to Read a Sewing Pattern, and breaking it up into a free 3-part YouTube series just for you. This series is designed to take the mystery out of sewing patterns and help you feel much more confident before you ever cut into your fabric. Here's how it works. Part 1 is all about the pattern envelope to find out the correct size, the yardage, the notions you need, all the information that is included on the envelope that you may not know it's there. And part 2 is the pattern pieces themselves, all the symbols, the grain lines, how to cut them, the notches. There's a lot of information on these patterns that get overlooked. And part 3 is the sewing instructions. We'll go over them step by step so they finally make sense. Each part includes about 5 short videos so you can watch, pause, and learn at your own pace. There's also handouts included, so look down in the description, download those, and then they're easy to follow along and really helpful if you need to review things later on. I've created a dedicated playlist so you could easily follow along from start to finish, completely free, here on YouTube. So grab a pencil, settle in, and let's start with part 1, understanding the envelope. Let's get this pattern reading thing a little easier to understand. Hi, Chanel here from Future Fashion Designers Academy. If you haven't heard of Future Fashion Designers, we're a sewing school in North Carolina. We started way back in 2010. I'm a fashion designer and costume designer from Los Angeles. Worked on feature films and did gowns for the Oscars, the Emmys, the whole Hollywood crowd. Ended up moving to North Carolina for some reason, but I loved it here, so I stayed and I opened a sewing school. I've taught thousands of people to sew. I can't believe that. So I have learned so much from my students, just watching them, figuring out where they get stopped, what's easy for them, what's hard. And one of the things that I hear a lot from them is how to read a pattern. I watch my students try to decipher the pattern instructions a lot, and I see where they get hung up. Looking at the illustrations, some of the wording. I have a few tips that I would like to tell the pattern companies that I think would make some of the things a little easier, but it might take up more paper room, so I'm thinking it may not work, but I should try. In my classes, I start with beginners. We don't even go through the patterns. I want my students to mainly learn seam allowances and right sides together, putting fabric pieces together, doing elastic casings, hems, some very basics. Then in intermediate, we do another project or two, it depends on the student, and then we will dive into reading patterns. So the trick with reading the pattern instructions is knowing what they mean when they just say a few words. And that's where my students get hung up. So seeing that, I started a YouTube channel, and I have a playlist there called Sew Bits. And it started because I went through the pattern instructions and I was reading, like they'd say, top stitch, edge stitch, ease stitch, stay stitch. They'd say just these words, and my students didn't know what they meant. So I created like short videos about each topic called Sew Bits. So like, what is top stitch? Oh, and I explain it and I show them and I give an example. So that helps reading the pattern very easily. So in this class, I'm going to refer to a lot of those older videos, and watching those will help you to understand, like, okay, this is where I top stitch. What is top stitch? And then reviewing the video a few times if you need to, but usually once you watch it once, you get it. But that is one of the main things I saw in reading patterns. The other one is there's so much condensed on there. So I notice when they open them up, I watch their eyes bug out. They're like, what? Just the patterns themselves have like words on it here and codes and symbols and all, and they just don't know what it is. It just feels like a lot of stuff all at once. So my tip to you would be to just take it a step at a time and don't get pressured about it. It all has to come together. It's like, oh, today I learned this. Today I learned that. And then like, oh, that's the reason for this. In my learning, personally, it was always like, I need to know the reason for things, for then it makes sense further on. In sewing, you want to follow things correctly because they matter down the road, down the instruction page. Everything kind of comes together. So the instructions look a little crazy, but they do make sense once you really get used to them a lot. So when I first started sewing, I was about 11 when I learned the sewing machine. And then was in home ec, so I had a teacher in there. And then when I was probably 12, 13, I didn't have any sewing teachers. I was learning on my own. I was just getting a pattern, reading it. My first pattern, by the way, my mom had to finish. I couldn't finish it. I remember it was an orange sundress, and I was like, oh, get the fabric, cut it. There's also you really have to make sure you cut it right. I'll get to that. But I just couldn't finish it. It was just too difficult. So my mom finished it. So I was lucky that I got to see it completed, because this is actually where I see a lot of students stop, because it's a little daunting. So that's why in my beginner classes, I don't even break out the patterns. For my adult classes, we go over the patterns, we look at, I'll take them out and stuff, but then I say, but we're just gonna sew these parts here. I'm gonna walk you through a lot of this. And then they really like sewing, then they get into the patterns. But I really see that's where a lot of people stop. It just is too much, and it really isn't. You just first, if you really want to do it, all these things are made. They can be made. It's just, there's like everything has instructions, right? You have to just decipher through each section and just take it a step at a time. Don't get overwhelmed by it. So when I was like 13 and 14, just starting patterns and stuff, I would look through here and be like, oh my gosh. So what I had to do, because I didn't have a teacher, or there wasn't YouTube at the time, it was quite a while ago, this was my friend, the Vogue sewing book. I believe this is actually my book from, I think I bought this in the late 70s. Yeah, something like that. When was it published? Let me see. I remember I bought it at Kmart, and I put it on layaway. I bought it with my own money, and I had to like put it on layaway and pay for it. It's like $30, $40 back. That's a lot back then. But I'd read the directions. I'd be in here like, okay, stay stitch. What is that? Okay, I don't know. Some of these instructions, the easier ones like simplicities and all, they will kind of explain what stay stitching is and this simple stuff. So I would look up, I'd get in the index, and I look in here, stay stitch, and I go to like give you like 5 pages, and I look and I read it. Okay. And then stay stitch is a pretty simple one. And then like zippers, okay, zippers. And then the zipper instructions too on these things, they don't make a lot of sense to me. So I'd always get yourself a good book and refer back to it. I like the Vogue sewing book was always great. And then this is a really good one, New Complete Guide to Sewing. It's an older book. I'll have to check if it is. I'll put this on my Amazon store too. I'm gonna see if they still have it out there. Stitches and seam. I love the illustrations in here, clipping notches. They give some stuff about fabric, seams, different kinds of seams, pleats. I like the illustrations in here. But it's like learning anything. You really just have to put time into it. And the first time you do anything is usually more difficult. And then you do the second time and it makes sense. So just remember that. Sewing is no different. Start with easy patterns. You want to start with Simplicity or McCall's. I also say the big 4, which is Simplicity, McCall's, Butterick, and Vogue. Also there's New Look. I think they're all under one umbrella nowadays. So Burda they're good patterns, good designs, little harder instructions. They might have an easy version. I haven't really worked with Burda patterns too often. I love their designs though, they're pretty good. Vogue can be pretty difficult. They do have a Vogue Easy, but I would say if you're just a beginner, just definitely do Simplicity McCall's. And I'll show you what is all in here, and you just, take it a step at a time. Through this class, we'll go through the envelope and the instruction sheets and the patterns and help you kind of understand the whole broad scope of the pattern and the instructions. And then you just take it from there and you start sewing. So let's embark on this journey together as we demystify the language of sewing patterns and set the stage for your sewing success. So go ahead and download the outline we're going to go over. We have the Module 1, Deciphering the Envelope, all the information that's on the back of the envelope and on the front, and how that will help you get the items you need, and also kind of discover, sometimes the picture looks one way, and then if you look at it, you'll go, oh, wait a second, this isn't right. Then we have Module 2, Anatomy of a Sewing Pattern. So we'll look at all the markings on the patterns, what they mean, what to look for. And then we have Module 3 is Demystifying the Instruction Sheets. We'll open up the sheets and go through them, and I'll point out everyone is so different. There's some patterns that have just a bunch of different patterns in there and they chop through it, and then there's some that are straight on. So we'll get out a few of them, we'll look through them, and I'll show you around. I also included in the downloads this sheet that I created for my beginner students so that they went through a beginner class, all the things that they should have learned or that we have gone over. It's called Top 20 Things to Know from a Beginner's Class. And there's a lot that I refer to. What I'm going to refer to from the patterns is like, what are the common fabric widths? What is nap? What is 9 inches down? There's a video, and it will say like sew bit number 14. So there's a video that will give you more information on each individual little topic. So go ahead and download this sheet, and that will help you to go through all these terminologies and sewing lingo. Will help you out. All right, with that, let's get started on the envelope.